Back to that disturbing story coming out of Texas, where a U.S. citizen is in custody after allegedly making violent, terroristic threats against ICE agents and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Let's bring in Texas Senator John Cornyn. He's here with more on that for us. Senator, thank you. Please do give us your thoughts and reaction to that first.
Well, unfortunately, there's been a lot of irresponsible statements made about ICE and about enforcing the law, as Secretary Noem and the Border Czar Tom Homan have done. Of course, this is in response to a mandate by the American people on November the 5th that we need to secure the border, which means also returning people who've entered the country illegally or maybe committing crimes here. In this instance, it apparently was an American citizen, but that doesn't excuse the fact somebody is making terrorist threats about a public official. And I expect they'll be investigated and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah, I just want to put this up on the screen here. Robert King, a U.S. citizen, as we mentioned, taken into custody in McKinney, Texas. He made these threats in a post to the social platform X, and they are alarming when you go through them. And we know Kristi Noem has responded saying that if you threaten or attempt to harm a law enforcement officer, we will find you and prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. He talked about his intentions in that post to open fire if agents are seen in his neighborhood. So how concerned are you that there is more of this, considering how vast the social media atmosphere is, that there's more threats out there like this?
Well, we may not be able to stop all of these threats on social media, but what we can do is stop public officials, elected officials, calling for violence when it comes to other public officials actually doing their job enforcing the law. And we've seen a raft of members of Congress and others doing exactly that. And of course, it's a slippery slope. And once people begin to hear that from their elected officials, people who should know better, then it's simply easier and more likely that others will be even less responsible and call for violence against these public officials.
Yeah, I ask because this is another video, a TikTok video, where someone's calling for ICE agents to be shot. Watch.
Yeah.
The way they're pulling up with masks on, with unmarked vehicles, no badge, no nothing, it could be anybody. It can be gang members. You have every right to shoot at them. They are pulling up like the mafia. You might as well shoot them on sight and have your day in court.
It's just absolutely stunning to see that that is just out there and that is existing on our social media platforms in this country and all over the world for people to freely see and hear. Tom Homan put out a message on X, the Border Czar, for President Trump. He said it's the Trump effect. He says the leadership of President Trump has been a game changer. So how confident are you things will continue to improve at the border and we will be able to keep these bad guys out?
Well, it's been dramatic. We learned that we didn't need to pass any new laws. We just needed a new president who was actually committed to enforcing the law, and the numbers have dropped dramatically, down, I think, about 94% just since President Trump's been in office. But if I can point out one other thing, you mentioned TikTok, which is owned by a Chinese company. We know social media can be used also for propaganda purposes by our adversaries. And in this case, TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, which is required to cooperate with the Chinese Communist Party under their military civilian fusion law. And so this is another way that our adversaries can use this sort of irresponsible conduct in order to encourage others to commit acts of violence.
There is a huge task at hand here, and we know that in Texas a lot is happening. 40 more people taken into custody as part of the Tren de Aragua investigation. This is all progress towards improving the situation in this country. Thank you so much, Senator. Good to have you on.
Thank you very much.
All right, John.